A local cartoonist is putting his experiences on paper, and it's all centered around something that he loves, the city of Sioux Falls.
Just a few years ago, Tom Devine started illustrating and writing his own magazine called Spork.
And in tonight's Eye on Keloland, Julia Lynn introduces us to the man behind the pen.
Drawing and reading comic books is something Tom Devine had always had a love for. However, it wasn't until just a few years ago he decided to combine the two after a friend inspired him to make his own magazine.
I've always enjoyed art, and so after having all of that seeing that inspiration, I said I can make my own zine.
Tom recently came out with his 6th issue of his zine, Spork, that shares his version of the best places in Sioux Falls.
I think there's a lot more to South Dakota and Sioux Falls than meets the eye, and I think it's up to us local artists to produce and create unique material that everybody else can consume and learn about our local scene.
Mainly just using black ink, Tom describes his style similar to 1980s underground comic books.
I used pencil for a long time, and then probably in the last 5 years really started to just use black ink on white paper, and that has really become my my signature. It's very gritty and not perfect. I don't use rulers. I don't use straight lines. I am definitely just shooting from the hip on what I draw.
Creating each issue of Spork by hand, his wife Jenna says it's a project their whole family gets in on.
We have a busy life and 3 kids and jobs and, but in that free time, still focusing on expressing himself in a way that he can share that with others is really inspiring to see.
No, I'm doing everyone by hand. I print, I pay for the print, but then I employ my children to help me fold the comics and staple them, and we make it a big fun event of, kind of putting a craft together and have fun that way.
Each copy can take anywhere from 2 to 6 months to make, and although Jenna is by Tom's side throughout the whole process, she says she never knows what the final copy will look like.
You don't know what the next page is going to say, so that's what makes it really exciting, even though I see all the original, prints and before he makes all the copies and puts them together. It comes together in like this whole new way.
Many of the issues illustrate memories their family shares.
It's really nice to see that come out through his art, through his illustration. And then it's just a little insight into our world and what makes us happy and how we enjoy life.
Besides just being a fun thing to read, Tom hopes his zine inspires others to create their own.
But let's say you can't draw. Well, you can write poems, you can write stories, you could, list your favorite things. All of those things can be a zine. So a zine is whatever you make it to be.
And as for the future of Spork, Tom says he's just getting started.
Being able to highlight and share the things that I love about Sioux Falls is exciting for me. Spork will be going on forever. For the rest of my life, I will be doing Sporks. So hopefully there'll be Spork 550 at some point in my life.
With Eye on Keloland, I'm Julia Lynn.
He's got a lot of talent. And if you're interested in picking up a copy, all 6 issues of Spork can be found at Rainbow Comics in Sioux Falls for under $5.